Hey, Abcro Kid here again. As promised in my last video on the Power Team, I said I would continue making more videos since I haven't been around in a while, and there's really no explanation for it aside from just not taking the time, call it lazy, what have you. Um, I don't know, I just haven't taken the time to do it. So, anyways. Here's a Royal Metal Upright Model 2028. I got it like 2 weeks ago or something off of eBay. Um, and I got it for less than I thought it would go for, but anyways, so I got it. I haven't replaced the belt on it yet. It probably could stand to have it changed since it slows down a little bit. Um, my carpets are ridiculous. Like if it's not a geared belt, everything just like slows down on these. Um, they're pretty dense and they're deeper than I can really pull apart. Um, so most machines with a flat belt, they just literally stop. Anyway, so I figured it's not really worth replacing the belt until it really just slips altogether. So, and again, I'm just being lazy about it. So, here's, um, well, I guess before I start it, um, I have had, you can see my videos, I had an 8300 with a 10 amp motor, and I've had a, um, 4000 with a 10 amp motor. I sold the 4000 on eBay and the guy actually picked it up locally. It's kind of a nut job, but anyways. Um, I just, even having the Chinese made 8300 with a 10 amp, I thought maybe the US made 10 amp motor and a 4000 would be quieter. Well, it really wasn't, and it's just not really pleasant to use, and I don't feel like it does better than a Kirby. Many people say it does, but until said people can make a video proving such, just based off of like going over to the door here, coming from the garage, and pulling apart the fibers, and seeing like a couple of specks of dirt, um, going over with the Royal and then pulling it apart, you can still see it. And when I go over with the Kirby, it's gone. So in my book, they kind of clean the same if the Kirby does a little bit better. This certainly I find a little bit more maneuverable to use, but I've always not really cared for them. Um, I don't know, there's something about them I just don't feel like they're entirely maneuverable, even though they're lighter and I don't know. There's just something about it. I can't, obviously, I'm like searching for words. I can't pinpoint what it is exactly about using these that I just don't find to be that great. Um, but I have to say, this one, um, I do actually, out of the ones that I've had, I do like this one the best. It has the 7.5 amp motor. Um, and this one, it doesn't have the, so it's 2028, so I guess that's kind of like middle of the line. I forget, I don't like know the whole history of these. There's just been so many with different model numbers and etc. etc. So this has the 5 position predetermined things, not the um, one with the variable settings or that knob one. I have a 9700 with the 7 amp motor. That's the top of the line that I'll probably make a video of, and that has the variable um, height. And honestly, like this 5 position is just fine. Um, so um, yeah, so like I said, I actually kind of like this one compared to all the other examples of a Royal Metal Upright I've had. And like I said, the 8300 was brand new in the box, as this one is, and I just didn't care for it. I didn't think the noise really the noise to performance ratio wasn't that great in my book. So that's just my opinion. So anyways, I'll just start it up and go. So yeah, I mean, this one I think has got the perfect blend of, like, it's not, it's really not that loud considering it's a direct air unit, and it seems to clean no differently than like an 8300. And I always thought that it was weird that they said, oh, like it's got cushion air, like for like the 8300. So I'm like, oh, this thing will be, before I even, my first one was an 8300, so I never had anything to go by except for when I got that. But I figured, oh, that's nice. It's like 10 amp motor, direct air, and the fact that it pulls itself, you know, would be great. Well, on any carpet I tried it on, it like barely pulled itself. So I'm like, I just thought that was a crock of shit. I don't know. But this one, you know, it doesn't take off, but it's certainly better than the 8300 that I used to have was. So yeah, I think I've kind of found a Royal upright that I enjoy using. And right now I'm just running a HEPA, a Hoover Genuine HEPA Type A bag in here. I ordered a pack of genuine Royal HEPA cloth bags, and the seller was a complete scam artist. They're like, it came from Amazon, and they were the yellow HEPA type paper bags, which in the past I found to not do anything. And in fact, in my 8300, if I vacuumed up kitty litter in the room where the litter boxes are, you could see dust pushing through the outer bag just from like the blow-by. So clearly those were not the most effective bags in the world. And where they can label them HEPA quality filtration, I just don't know how they can get away with that. But anyways, enough rambling on. Here is the Royal. I really like it. I like the color. I'm not a huge... Blue isn't my favorite color, but, you know, I actually think it's really nice, and I remember these as a kid and thinking they looked pretty sharp, and it's kind of cool to get one brand new. So, stay tuned for more videos. Alright, bye-bye.